Good afternoon, everybody. It's a beautiful day. I thought this was the perfect place to film, just kind of out in nature. The weather's finally cooling down, and I am just truly loving it. Um, so, I kind of wanted to get up here and talk to you guys about one of the key things of life that is so important in order to not get kind of pulled away from your purpose in life, pulled away from your passions. And that's simply having a strong sense of self. Knowing who you are and knowing what you want out of life is so important. Not only is it important to know what you want, it's important to never waver from what you want, never compensate from what you want. I think something that a lot of people tend to forget and something that we should always turn back to every chance we get is that we only have one life. Okay? Simply put, we are only placed on this earth one time. Depending on your beliefs, some people, believe in reincarnation, but generally speaking, we live one life. Even if you're reincarnated, you're not reincarnated as the same person, you know. So, I think once you realize that, you will become a lot less compensating, or you will compensate a lot less from what you truly want out of life, and you will kind of chase things really from the core of your heart to accomplish your goals in life. And life is a jungle. We are very confined to the limitations that we were raised in, and typically we're confined to the limitations of the people around us. So oftentimes, we're not going to do things that the people around us aren't doing, especially when we're young and can't really make decisions for ourselves, and you know what I mean. But we reach a certain age where we start to be able to make a little bit more decisions for ourselves, and kind of realize the power of choice, which I'll make another video on that because that's a big thing, is that we have a lot more control over our lives than we like to give ourselves credit for. But, in order to make those right decisions, you have to know who you are. And that requires you to spend some time alone and spend some time trying new things. So spend some time just being honest with yourself. That's the first thing you need to do, is just be honest with yourself. Who am I as I'm seeing myself now? Like when you go on this journey of self-discovery, who am I as I am seeing myself right now? The good and the ugly. You have to be 100% honest with yourself, because you have to learn how to embrace the things and the qualities of yourself that you actually enjoy, but you also have to learn how to investigate those aspects of yourself that may not be as fulfilling to your life. And then from there, you have to navigate, how can I help those parts of myself that I don't actually, enjoy or I'm not too fond of? And then what are some other things that I would like to add to my life that I'm lacking in, or that I don't have, that I want to have? And when you're honest with yourself, there's gonna be some disappointments for a lot of people. I know for me, kind of going through a self-discovery, being honest with myself, there were a lot of tears. There were a lot of tears I shed, just kind of really coming to terms with some of the bad choices that I've made in life, and some of the ways where I've truly just limited myself. It kind of brought tears to my eyes, because I'm like, wow, you really tend to be unaware of your behaviors and the things that you choose to do on a daily basis without even realizing like the impact that it has on your life. And so, you know, coming to yourself, being honest through the good, through the ugly, is super important. And above all else, never lie to yourself. Keep it 100 with yourself, uh, as you are navigating this life, because like I said, it's a jungle, and it's a dense jungle with tons of crazy animals in it, like figuratively speaking and literally, because we do live in a world with all these things existing. But figuratively, yeah, it's a dense jungle, and so you have to learn how to navigate. You have to, uh, a tiger isn't going to try to practice how to fly. A bird's going to practice how to fly. A bird's going to study how to fly, because that's its strong suit. So it's going to lean into that, and it can navigate the jungle through flight because that's what it's good at. But if a tiger spends its whole life trying to fly like a bird, it will never go anywhere. but if a tiger actually leans into the qualities that define it and that suits the tiger perfectly, like running and being more dominant, then the tiger will see how well it can actually thrive in this jungle. So it's kind of just finding what works for you and truly leaning into that, as opposed to trying to do what everybody else is doing, or trying to do something that really isn't suitable for you. you know Find your muse, find the things that make you happy, lean into your strong suits, um, and just literally live life. Just as the jungle has many creatures, many things, many aspects, life has many aspects. Explore new things, find hobbies, make sure. My whole MO is, how's your garden? Are you watering your plants of life? You know what I mean? So, career, are you watering your career? Health, are you watering your health? Hobbies, are you watering your hobbies? Mental health, like how often are you reflecting with yourself? Just different things like that is how you should truly strive to live life. But in order to kind of get those parameters of what those things entail, you have to know who you are, you have to know what you want, and then above all else, you got to chase it. What good is it to know who you are? What good is it to know what you want out of life if you don't ever chase it, if you don't actually ever go after those things? Um, so it's super important to not only know what you want out of life, but also chase the things that you do want out of life, and to just make it a goal to, you know, really accomplish your dreams and the desires of your heart. And don't let anybody convince you otherwise. Like I said, don't waver from what you want. When you set those boundaries with yourself, don't ever waver from that, and believe that you can get exactly what you want out of life. And don't do the whole, well, for now I'll just have to do this and then just trust that the Lord or God, the universe, Allah, whatever you believe in, will bless you with whatever you want out of life. Um, and it's okay if you might have to wait a little longer, for that. But everybody's season is different. Everybody starts at different points in life. Everybody has different dreams and goals. And so, it's not a one trick pony type of lifestyle. I mean, everybody's different. And so, you just have to trust that, you're blessed and you're highly favored, and that, the things that you want out of life you will get, and walk in faith, walk like you already have it, move like you already have it. When you know what you want, it's easy for you to say no to other things, because like, I know what I want and it's right there. I'm not worried about all this extra stuff. Looks good, sounds good, but what I want is right there, and it's mine. So believing that what you want is already yours is a good way to stop yourself from being pulled into different things that truly aren't meant for you. Because all that does, I mean, you'll end up learning, like, oh, this isn't meant for me. But I think foresight is really important, which I'll make another video about that, the power of foresight. 'Cause that's something really important to have. You can avoid you don't have to see everything through to know that it's for you or that it isn't for you. You can save a lot of time, uh, if you have some foresight. But have a strong sense of self. Don't let anybody pull you into doing things that aren't meant for you. Lean into what's meant for you. Be 100% honest with yourself. Chase your goals and believe that you already have it. And that alone can take you so far in life. That alone will keep you very focused and on your path. All right, guys, I believe in everybody. I know everybody can be successful, and I hope everybody has an amazing, amazing day. All right, see you guys.